Everybody knows that the Eagles handed the Giants a huge ass whooping on Sunday as they beat them 38-7. This just goes to show how bad the Vikings defense really was. The Giants were embarrassingly bad, and the main embarrassment came from Daniel Jones. Through 4 quarters, Danny Jones only put up 135 yards and an interception and only led his team to 7 points. Now, I do understand that the Eagles have a great defense, but that stat line is just playing out embarrassing. To start off, I want to look at the Giants' first drive of the game. They elected to go for it on 4th and 8 after on 3rd and 3, Jones tripped over his own lineman and went down with a sack. Jones on this play has a lot of time to get rid of the ball, but fails to do so. He doesn't see Barkley escape right there for the dump off, and he quickly gets rid of it, but they turn the ball over on downs. I can't see the full play, but it might have looked like he has a tight end there on the right side of your screen. And Barkley does sneak up, and he's open for the dump off, and he's a great playmaker, and he might have been able to get the first down, but Daniel Jones doesn't see him. It just kept getting worse for Jones, as he never really seemed like he got into a rhythm or a few passes in a row, but again, I don't really know if he's done that a lot this season as well, but on 1st and 10 late in the first quarter, he threw a pick, he just got outread, just a bad ball. On the Giants' next drive on 3rd and 11 with 6 minutes left in the second quarter, Jones drops back and has all the time in the world and never throws the ball. He holds on to it, he eventually runs out to his right, escapes the pocket, and throws the ball away. Now, I don't have the angle of all the wide receivers and what routes they're running and if they're open or not, but there's just no way that the Eagles are that good to have all the Giants wide receivers covered on this play the entire play. It looks like he might have had a man about 4 yards up the field at the top left of your screen. I don't know if he's waiting to see if someone's open later down the field. It just looks like he's not getting the ball out quick enough. Now, that wasn't the whole game though. There was plays like this where he didn't have much time whatsoever as the Eagles defense just got to him insanely quickly, but as a quarterback, you have to adapt and get that ball out faster, otherwise you're always going to lose the better team. But there was also still a lot of plays like this where on 3rd and 6, he drops back, looks right, throws to Slayton, and the ball's just not where it needs to be. Now, I do know that Jones isn't known as a passer. He's also a runner, and that's what really helps the Giants offense. He makes plays, he escapes the pocket, he might run up 20 yards, and they have Barkley, he's their dual threat, whatever. But if Jones doesn't improve as a passer, I don't know how well the Giants will be able to compete in the playoffs in the upcoming years. Just look at this play right here. He has perfect protection, but he holds onto the ball way too long, and then it's a strip fumble. It'll be interesting to see if next year the Giants can make it back into the playoffs, or was this year just a fluke? The Giants don't have like an insane defense. Daniel Jones seems to be struggling against extremely good defenses, and the really only great playmaker is Barkley. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the Giants don't make the playoffs next year. And this next play again I'm showing, it's 1st and 10, and Jones holds the ball way too long and takes a sack. The Giants never really even put together a solid drive down the field. The Eagles put together a few drives in the field, scored a few touchdowns, they got good field position throughout this game, and the Giants just kept punting. Now, these plays that I'm showing, they are happening late in the game. They don't really matter. Everyone knows that the Giants are going to lose at this point, but they happen throughout the game if you want to go back and look through it. On 10 drives, the Giants only scored once and punted 5 times and turned the ball over on downs twice. Just really bad. Now, here's a crazy theory. Early in the second quarter, Daniel Jones had a contact issue and had to come off the field for a play and fix his contact. Now, if this doesn't happen, did the Giants pull off a crazy comeback and they win? Did this affect Daniel Jones throughout the game? I guess we don't know. Maybe if Danny Jones doesn't lose his contact there, the very next play he throws a 70-yard bomb and it's just on point the rest of the game. He's in the zone, touchdown after touchdown, and makes the Eagles his bitch. Or maybe if that didn't happen and the chains never broke, which paused the game, Danny Jones would have thrown a fucking another touchdown earlier in the game. It would have been in the zone earlier in the game and destroyed the Eagles, but because that break to get the new chains out, he lost his rhythm and then he sucked. Now, if you don't know, I'm joking. I gotta say it because just to save the headache of someone commenting. But anyway, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed my content, I would really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And once again, thanks for watching.